Hello, we are here, day 3, baby. Again, my name is Miranda. I used to be Forcier, now I'm a Donna Ho. That's married. Today is day 3 of our 30-day Getting Back on Track challenge. Woo! Just another reminder, I have a spring special going on. Buy your first month of training with me, get your second month 50% off. That is a huge deal. I have not done that big of a deal in a long time, so take advantage of it while it's hot. It is super windy today, so hopefully you guys can hear me fine. I am feeling pretty sore today. The last 2 days, feeling it. So I really don't want to overdo it with my PANS ulcerative colitis, autoimmune disease. I really have to take it easy. So I'm trying to pace myself out here. And I figured you probably are too, because you're getting started as well as I am. Summer is right around the corner. It's time to get our bikini bodies on. Now, I'm definitely not really feeling like that right now. So this is a great way to get started. Each one of these days are only 30 minutes long, okay? I tell all of my clients the first month that we're working together is we're taking it very easy. And I'd rather my clients be focused on diet because diet is 90% of weight loss, okay? Did you hear that? You can only lose fat through urination and bowel movements, right? So make sure you're drinking a lot of water, a gallon on your workout days. This is a half-gallon water jug. Highly recommend it. It's got a straw attachment, so it's easy to drink. And I only have to fill it up twice a day, so I can keep track of how much water I'm drinking. Diet is really hard for everybody, okay? Especially someone with a bad autoimmune disease like myself. I have learned a lot of tips and tricks on how to eat healthy but not feel like it's healthy. We did full body workouts the last 2 days. Today we're gonna do a stretch day. But instead of just stretching, we are gonna be using a foam roller. So if you have a foam roller, go and grab it. I have 2 foam rollers. I have this big boy and this little girl. I'm gonna use the bigger one for right now, but it doesn't really matter what size foam roller you have. Foam rollers are really great, especially if you can't see the chiropractor or massage therapist regularly. The foam roller is gonna be very, very helpful to keeping your body nice and flexible. It's gonna release a lot of tension in your joints. It's gonna release a lot of lactic acid, which is what builds up in our muscles after you exercise. All that inflammation just kind of gets stuck in the muscles. So it's really important that you're stretching before and after your workouts and foam rolling. A lot of people don't know how to use a foam roller, so today you're gonna learn. First things first, highly recommend not wearing anything with a hood and get your hair up, ladies. I'm wearing my "You Don't Know Squat" shirt, even though we're not squatting. So we're gonna first start with our back. If you don't have a foam roller, you can also use a barbell, and I'm gonna show you how you can use that at the end of today. But first, highly recommend, let's get started with doing our back. The tricky part about foam rollers is you have to use a lot of your actual body weight and your muscles to move up and down on the foam roller. So it is really challenging. That's why a lot of people end up not doing a foam roller after your workouts, even though you really should, because you're already tired. So it's really tough, but this way you guys can follow along with me. You're not alone. I'm right here with you. Let's just take a minute to lay on our foam roller. So first thing is we're gonna put the foam roller right on our tailbone. Okay, so tailbone is on the foam roller. Make sure your shirt's tucked in. But we're just laying here, arms are out to the side, just letting our spine settle in, letting the hips settle in. A lot of times if you sit at a desk, your hips are gonna be out of alignment. That's why a chiropractor is really important, to help keep your body in alignment so that the muscles around the joints can work properly, right? So if you feel like, you could probably feel one side is higher than the other, just kind of, you can just tilt the hips side to side, and you might feel little differences there, but just try to breathe and relax into it. Now, it's been a minute, so we're gonna use our heels to pull ourselves down, and our hands are gonna be behind the head pushing so that we can slowly roll the foam roller all the way up. I'm gonna go off the screen here, but go all the way up to your shoulder blades. Okay, notice my hands, right? They're up over my head, and I'm right at the base of my neck. I'm not on my neck, I'm like right at the shoulder blades, and just kind of hang here for 30 seconds, releasing all the tension in your upper back. Deep breaths. You might also feel some uneven surfaces in your upper back here. Like I can tell my right side is higher up than my left, so I'm out of alignment there. And now you're going to push with your heels away from your body, rolling that foam roller down your spine. And my hands are still over my head, kind of just guiding the ground, but I'm using my heels to push. Okay, and now we're back to our hips. We're gonna do that again. Now you can see my legs a little bit better. So I'm gonna use my heels to pull myself down, and I'm pushing with my hands above. Go up to the very top of your spine and push with the heels away from you to roll. And I'm relaxing my head down the entire time, trying not to tighten any part of my body. Woo. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna do that one more time. You should be able to see my heels a lot better now. So I'm moving, pulling with the heels, and I'm pushing with my hands as I'm going all the way up to my shoulders. You can even rock a little here. Roll down, kind of rock up and down a little bit there. When I say rock, I mean like pushing and pulling with your legs. And go back all the way down to your hips. Okay, from here, we have the foam roller right below our tailbone. I want you now to lift your head up and kind of rock up and down your hips. Just kind of feeling around. You might want to shift kind of to your right, to your left. Just kind of feeling right above the glutes there. It's all about your mental state, right? Fitness, anything active is 60% mental, 40% physical. So if you're doing movements that are really fast, you're not going to be able to feel your muscles. And if you're not feeling your body and your muscles, then you could easily be hurting yourself. But I can feel right on my tailbone, all like right to the tip of the coccyx, up my sacrum is all really tight. So I'm just kind of rocking back and forth over that. And I'm lifting my head up so that I can put more pressure in my hips to push down. And oh my gosh, right there. Just kind of rock. Whatever feels good to you, go for it. All right. Now we're going to kind of tilt to the right. So you can kind of see I'm not like fully on my right side. And I'm going to come up onto my elbow. And I'm going to roll down. So I'm again pulling with my heels and pushing with my arms, but I'm keeping all of my weight on the right side of my spine, and I'm just going up to my rib cage and back down to my hip bone so that I can stretch out that lower right side of the spine. We hold a lot of pressure in the lower spine. It's where everything gets connected. I have it's called retrolisthesis, where my last vertebrae connected to my sacrum is pulled backwards. Yes, another thing that I have wrong with myself. So that area in my lower back is constantly tight because I have that vertebrae pulled backwards. So now switch and go to your left side. So again, I'm just leaning. I'm kind of just barely tilting because I can feel where the foam roller is touching, and I'm just going right along either side of my spine right now, kind of getting in there, go up and back down, and I'm kind of curling the spine in like over so that I can really put all the pressure down into the foam roller. All right, good. Go ahead and come off of it. Now we're gonna do a chest stretch. So move your foam roller so it's in alignment with your mat. And we're gonna sit right on top of it. Make sure your head is on the foam roller. So I have my full spine on top of the foam roller and I am opening my arms out with the palms up. We're gonna hold here for about a minute, just releasing all the tension in your chest, opening up those shoulders. When you're sitting down a lot, whether it's for work or it's on your phone, the shoulders roll in. So these muscles in the chest are gonna be really tight. So it's really important that we keep, stretching the chest so that our posture can get better. If you don't have good posture, then your spine doesn't have any foundation, it's tilted, and you can easily hurt yourself. From here, kind of rock side to side, feeling the foam roller kind of pushing the shoulder blades, getting a nice little massage here. 10 more seconds, keeping those arms straight, palms up. All right, good job. Now roll off. Woo! Okay. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Actually looks kind of cute, huh? All right, but this is gonna get caught somewhere, I know it. All right, now let's go ahead and move to the glutes. This one is gonna be a little bit painful. Just stay with me. Hi, Hillary. Hope you're having a great day today. All right, so your glutes. You have a lot of different areas of the glutes, okay? We have the abductors, which are up here. Those we worked a lot the last 2 days. We have the center of the gluteus maximus and the gluteus minimus. So we're gonna try to capture the entire glute. So it's gonna require you to kind of make small adjustments, moving your hips a little bit here and there until you find that sweet spot, and then you wanna hold on to it, all right? You should hold on to that baby. I'm cracking myself up. We're gonna sit on top of the foam roller and we're gonna lean to the right, okay? So not fully on my side, I'm just kind of leaning to the right. We're gonna use our hands behind our back and our heels in the front to move the foam roller up and down. You're gonna start at the top of your hips, your sacrum, and you'll feel the bone, and we're just going up and down the right glute. And I'm kind of curling my spine in, so I'm like curled in, so I can really make sure I'm getting all the pressure putting down into the foam roller. I know it's a lot on your shoulders and your arms. Ooh! Go down to the head of the femur. Aha! Hold it. When you feel that knot, just breathe. Nice deep breath. And then slowly roll it out. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, so it's kind of hard to teach this. But if you really roll onto that right side, oh gosh, you can really get it in there. You can bring your left arm back. Just go up and down. We're looking for 3 laps is what I call them. Up and then down and back up is 1 lap, right? All right, switch to your left side. So again, you can see I'm not fully on this side. I'm just trying to find where those tight muscles are. Woo! And I'm going down to the head of the femur, which is right in there. That connects this is your femur, connects to your hips, right in that hip socket. Oof. You're gonna feel a lot, it's just like a massage, right? But you're doing it to yourself, which makes it harder, right? So when you feel that takes your breath away moment, just breathe through and then slowly roll out of it. Ah, goodness. All right. Couple more times here. Oh, I can really feel all that. Now we're gonna roll all the way to the right, okay? So I have my left arm in front, my right arm is right behind me. And now we're really trying to get more of the side hip area. So starting at the top of the hip, you can feel that. You're just gonna go down till the foam roller will stop because you'll hit bone. But I'm just kind of going down Oh, baby. We also did hamstrings yesterday, so that connects right back here. Good, and then you can even drop your elbow down if you need to get a little bit deeper. Oh, you try lifting your right leg up and you'll really feel that. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. All right, let's go to the left side. Roll it away a little bit. There you go. Okay, so here is the head. Here's the top of my hips. The head of my femur is right in there. So I'm, oh gosh, going right to that head. Oh, breathe. And roll out of it. So you can see how I'm using my body to move the foam roller. I'm using my elbow, I'm using my legs, and then I'm just twisting the hips until I find that sweet spot. Oh goodness. You're doing great so far. You've already been foam rolling for 13 minutes. That's the other thing that's really annoying about foam rollers is, oh gosh, they take so much time. Breathe. And slowly release. Oh goodness. All right, let's go ahead and come back up. Now I'm fully sitting on my foam roller. I'm just gonna give it one last kind of down and up. Just kind of roll to the right side, kind of loosening up. We got in those muscles really deep, so let's just kind of massage them out a little bit. Oh man. Oh, if you find a spot that's still pretty tight, you can just press and hold. Breathe, breathe. Oh goodness, okay. Alrighty, let's grab some water. So let me show you what we just did. So we were rolling on the side and getting all of these areas, see all of these tendons that kind of all connect to the side here. This is all the stuff that we were working at first. Give our body a little bit of a break. Ooh, cucumber and lemon. Now, I have to tell you something. This next part's gonna be painful. Just FYI. Now there's 3 parts of your legs we're gonna be focusing on. We have the top part, we have your side and your inner thighs, okay? We're gonna start first with working on the top part of your quads. This one is also really tough because you have to army crawl in order to move the foam roller up and down, which can get really tiring, but stay with me and breathe as much as you can. All right, whatever, I'm taking off the shirt. Who cares? We're starting over, right? So we're gonna start with the foam roller being right above the knees, not on the knees, right above the knees, okay? So I'm here. I'm on my elbows. I know you can't see that yet, but I wanna show first the legs. So we're right above the knees, and my toes are pointing down, that's important. And I'm slowly army crawling, oh my goodness, keeping my weight equal in both legs. And I'm army crawling down to where my hips start. Oh, that's actually a good ab stretch right here. I'm gonna hold it. We did abs also the last 2 days. Oh yeah, that feels good. All right, let's get back into doing the legs. So now I'm gonna army crawl forward as the foam roller goes down my quads. Oh, baby. Oh, breathe, breathe, all the way down to the top of your knees. And then slowly push, oh my gosh, back. It's totally normal to feel one side tighter than the other. That just means that you're probably out of alignment and you're putting too much weight in one side of your legs, okay? So it's a good reminder that one side is always gonna be stronger than the other. So I'm gonna show you more of my upper body here. So I'm army crawling, oh my gosh, back down to my legs, or to my knees. Oh, it's gonna be painful, guys. You can do it. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to turn your legs out. So we're gonna get a little bit more of the inner thigh, not the full inner thigh. It's just gonna be like, so our knees are gonna be turned out here. We're gonna just get this part of the quad, okay? So if my legs are turned in like we had before, now I am turning my legs out, okay? And I'm rolling down to my knees. And then I'm pushing with my elbows back until the foam roller gets to my hips. I can't even imagine what that angle looks like, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, so I got my legs turned out. So we already did one lap. Now this is the second lap. And roll it back up. Okay. And here comes the third lap, all the way up. Woo! Breathe. If you find a tight spot, feel free to hold it on there. Breathe, 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 and then slowly roll out. All right. Now let's do one leg at a time. So we're gonna do our right leg first. Okay, so I have my left leg, as you can see, it's out to the side. I moved my foam roller so the end of the foam roller is right below my pubic bone. Toes are pointed down, and I am rolling up to my kneecap and slowly down. So for this one, it's probably easier to see. I have my leg out to the side, so I'm kind of balancing, and I'm still army crawling all the way to the top of the hip. And I have to kind of move my left leg with me as I'm going back down. Oh, my Lanta. Okay. One more time, all the way up. You're gonna feel a lot of popping. That's fine, those are knots, okay? So those are the areas that you wanna hold and breathe through. Okay, all right, now we're gonna do the inner thigh, okay? So, again, I have the ends right here at my pubic bone. There we go. Yeah, it's painful. All right, so I'm laying, you can kind of see, I have my right leg over the foam roller, and I'm, holy shit. We did a lot of inner thighs the other day, but now I'm rolling away from the foam roller, keeping my leg turned out so my ankle is pointed down towards the ground. Oh, right in there. Oh my God. Oh. When you have tight muscles and you try to work out, it's like using an old rubber band that's hard and hasn't been used in a while, and you try to use it, it snaps. Your muscles are the same way. So we want to make sure all this pain that we're feeling right now, we want to get rid of it. And unfortunately, the only way to get rid of it is to feel the pain. All right, so after you did 3 laps, up and down, up and down, up and down, now we're going to go to the outside of the right leg, which this is also gonna be a little bit painful. This one, you're gonna be on the side, like so. Left foot is in front because you're using it to push, and you're relaxing that right leg, and it's starting at the bottom of your hips all the way down to just above the knees. Okay, oh, sorry, you can't really see. There we go. This one is a little bit tough to get. You might have to kind of adjust your hips until you feel that sweet spot. And I'm up on my hands. Oh my goodness, for this one. This is your IT band. This is gonna, owie, owie, owie. A lot of people pull their IT bands, which is a very painful surgery. So we want to make sure that we are keeping these nice and loose. But again, I'm going all the way up, all the way down. If I feel a bad knot, like right there, I'm holding it. Hold, hold, hold. And, oh gosh, roll out. All right, let's do one more for good luck because I wasn't keeping count. One more time, here we go. And going all the way up to the hip. And rolling down to right above the knee. Oh God, okay. Alrighty, now we're gonna do the same on the left leg, and then we're gonna call it a day. It's been 23 minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna first start with my single left leg. So again, I have my right leg is off of the foam roller. I'm gonna start it right at the top of my knee. Start at the top of your knee and army crawl your way back. So I started with my right leg because it's always tightest. It's always tighter than my left leg. I highly recommend doing that because as you can see, this requires a lot of energy and you want to make sure you're putting the majority of your energy to the side that is the tightest, right? So when we were doing the back foam rolling, I noticed that the right side was higher and tighter. So I wanted to make sure I started with my right leg first. All right, one more time. Back up. This is still painful. Oh. But definitely not as bad as the right leg. Okay, turn it in, inner thigh now. So I'm just pulling away, keeping the ankle parallel to the ground. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Breathe. Breathe, don't forget to breathe. All right, that was one. Hope you guys are enjoying these follow-alongs with me. Oh my God, it hurts. Try to relax that left leg down as much as you can. All right, last time, all the way up, all the way down. But just like anything, practice makes perfect, right? So just, I know this is hard. It's hard to follow along. It's hard to grasp all the information. But the good news is you can watch these videos whenever you want and take notes and practice them, right? Do them a couple times first before you start learning something new. Otherwise, you're never gonna understand anything. Now, last but not least, we're gonna do the outside of the leg, the IT band. I'm up on my hands and I'm finding that sweet spot. Where do I wanna start? Start right here. You don't wanna be rolling over your bone, right? So make adjustments. Maybe look at a human anatomy chart to kind of see where you are rolling. I'll show you some anatomy charts. So the IT band, you're not fully on your side. As you can see, I'm kind of twisted forward so I can really get that muscle because it does kind of come across your leg, right? It's not directly to the side. Oh yeah, that was a spot. Where did it go? All right, almost done. Stay with me. Coming up on the end of our 30 minutes together. It's been 27. One last time, up and down. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna go back to that spot. Oh, this one right here, right above the knee is where a lot of the tension is. Oh my goodness. So let me show you what we just did. We went down the front first, and then when we did the single limb front part of the quad, we were getting a little bit more of this inner thigh, not completely inner thigh, but then when I had you turn your feet out, that was getting a little bit more of this section here. And then of course the inner thigh right in here. These tendons are always very tight. And then when I had you roll into your side, we were doing these outside, but you can see how it kind of like comes around the front. So that's why you have to kind of maneuver your hips. You would essentially do the exact same thing that we just did with a barbell. If you don't have a foam roller, this is a barbell. You would roll the barbell down the top of your knee and all the way back up to your hips. You would turn the leg in to get the IT band, right? All the way down, all the way up. And then you would do, the inside is a little bit harder. But this is a great alternative if you don't have a foam roller, but this is a little less pressure. You're not having to move your body around so much, and you're just rolling a stick up and down your leg. There you go. That was 30 minutes. Day 3 is done. Tomorrow is day 4. We are going to be doing, I believe it's a leg day, if I'm not mistaken. Join me tomorrow. And don't forget, the spring special is the buy 1 month, get your second month half off. I offer a lot of different training packages. You can see them at my website, www.4cafitness.com.